Welcome to TD Solutions. This is your dashboard where you can track top-ups, monitor spending, check balances, view allocated credit, and manage your account details. Everything you need for financial and accounts management is here. Let's get started. So to access the TDS Solutions dashboard, you'll need to get from our team and link access, which is app.tid-solutions.co/login. When they provide you the link, they also provide you credentials to login, such as email address and password. Let's get started. Enter here the email address, for example dominic-solutions.co, and also the password where you can access the platform. Then press the button Login. We have successfully logged in. This is the dashboard. Here, you can see an overview of the spending across all platforms over time. You also have the option to select a specific platform to check its spending details and compare how much was spent across different platforms at the same time. For example, if you select last month, you can view the spending broken down by day and by each platform. Here, you also have the recent top-ups history, which shows the most recent top-ups made for your platforms. The Internal Transactions section displays all the internal transfers made from your total balance directly to each platform, such as Facebook, Google, and Bing. We will soon provide an example to show you exactly how it works. Platform Status Overview. Here, you can see the status of your accounts by platform, how many accounts you have, how many are suspended and need an appeal, and those currently under review. In this example, the platform status overview is shown only for Facebook. You can also select which platform you want to view if you have multiple platforms. Simply use the drop-down menu to see them all. Account Balance. This shows the total deposits across all platforms, such as Facebook, Google, Bing, and more. Basically, it reflects when you allocate a portion of your total available funds to a platform. For example, when you allocate funds to a specific platform, you will see the total deposited amount reflected here. Here, under the Total Top-Ups option, you can see how much has been topped up all time, whether through wire transfer, USDT TRC20, or USDT ERC20. Basically, when you deposit funds to any platform, the amount will be deducted from this balance. We'll provide you with more details to help you fully understand how it works. Now, we'll take the first step directly on the dashboard. In the Top-Up section, click on the Top-Up option. You'll see two options, Crypto Top-Up or Wire Top-Up. For this example, let's select the Crypto Top-Up option. For the top-up, simply enter the amount, for example, $5,000. Select your preferred payment method. Here, you can copy the wallet address where you'll need to transfer the funds. After making the transfer, you will receive a transaction ID or hash, which you'll need to input here. It is required to enter the transaction ID here and submit the request. The system will then prompt you to confirm the transaction. You will see two options, Go back and edit, or Confirm the transaction. I'll go ahead and confirm the transaction now. After refreshing the dashboard, you'll see the recent top-up, as I mentioned earlier. Here, you can view the last transaction with the status marked as New. The new status indicates that our team will review the transaction once we receive the funds. After verification, our financial team will update the status from New to Approved. After our team reviews the transaction and the funds are received, you'll see the status change to Approved once you refresh the dashboard. Basically, this confirms that the transaction has been approved, and you can now use your funds. Now you can choose by selecting the Internal Transfer option. As you can see, the main balance is $5,000. You can select a platform, for example, Facebook, and transfer the entire amount there. Once you refresh the dashboard, you'll see that the internal transaction of $5,000 from the main balance to Facebook Manager has been successfully processed. You can also press here to view all the top-ups that have been made, as I mentioned earlier. If you need to see the total internal transactions, simply press here to access them. Alright, now let's head over to My Accounts. As you can see here, the Facebook package overview is displayed. You can view the overview for each platform, which includes the profile ID number, account ID number, the date it was sent, the payment model, whether it's one-time or rental, the platform, such as Facebook, Google, or Bing, the profile name, and the browser name that we provide to our clients. You also have the option for notes here. For example, you can type "test this" and press the plus button, and you'll see that a note is added. You can use this to communicate with your team and add details or comments directly to this section. The last updated section will show the most recent updates in real time. For example, if you will update a note here, you'll see the latest changes reflected instantly. A new profile status will be shown for 24 hours when you receive an account. This helps you track the account more easily and avoid confusion about which account was received last or any similar issues. You can also select the Profile Status option and choose Checkpoint to let our team know that certain accounts are in checkpoint status. Set up account. This section displays the payment per account. For example, for Facebook, the setup cost is $80. Here, you can see the setup account information, which is also reflected in the upper section. The setup account option includes the fee, which is deducted from the total allocated credit. If you allocate a total of $3,917, the system will apply the fee, which in this case is 8%. Here, you can see the total spend per account. If you press here, you'll be able to view all the transactions made for this account. You can see here the decline transaction, the success transaction, also the whole transaction, which is the last transaction that has been made in last 3 days. You have the option to export the file in Excel or CSV. Here you can see the success and the hold transaction, which the hold transaction in next days will be here in success. The decline transaction. Be aware that the decline, they are fee that the platform automatically taking $0.5 per each decline. So be aware about that. It's very important. Okay, let's go back here. You have the remaining balance per account. So if we allocate $3,970 and it did spend of $317.60 to $3,232.19, it will reflect the remaining balance on each account, which is $737.81. BM status. So in some cases in some accounts, these statuses are not showing. It's only for Facebook packages, so in that case you also have the status to choose Need to Appeal in case the business manager got suspended. Also, other accounts have the same status, but in some platforms such Google Platform, Bing Platform, or TikTok Platform, you can't see that statuses, so it's relevant only and only for Facebook packages. Here you can see the country for where the profile or account geo it is, the account business ID only relevant for Facebook, the email that you connect to the account. For example, if you receive a Google account, you need to connect to the Google account to the Gmail that you receive from our team with the password straight to the dashboard. And also here as you see, the username is only for Facebook. So in Google, Bing, and the Twitter account, it will not show that. 2FA is relevant for each platform. So we will activate each time the 2FA, and the code will reflect here directly. Last 4 digits is for the credit card that you use through our platform. And so you can track your accounts by the last 4 digits or whatever you want to do. The provider provided it's from our team who provide you the account. Here you can see the active, suspended, in review, and profiling checkpoint. It's like an overview. In this kind of overview, you can see the total active accounts, total suspended accounts, total in review accounts, or profile in Checkpoint accounts. The total deposit, as I mentioned earlier, it's the total that you move from the main balance to the platform. So it will be allocated directly here to the Facebook packages. Total credit allocated is per card, so it will take from here also. The total setup will be taken from here and the total fee will be taken from the total deposited, which will be remaining balance of $632.40 after the total credit, total setup, and total fee allocated. Also, you have the option with withdraw. You can send from the Facebook Manager to main balance. You can enter the amount. Let's say, for example, $500 and press withdraw. Right now, you can see that it has been updated, so the remaining balance you can see here in Facebook option is only $132.40. You also can deposit back, so you can deposit back from main balance to Facebook Manager the $500 make deposit, and it will affect here the remaining balance in total overview of Facebook packages. So finally, we're going to the last option, Finance. When you select Finance option, you will see the total top-up, total deposit, platforms, remaining balance, and decline penalties. As you see here, the option to see the penalty history. As I said earlier, each transaction decline is penalized 0.5 USD, so be careful and be aware and make sure every time you have funds in your main account or in deposit platform. The top-up option and internal transactions can also be viewed here, just like in the main dashboard. Additionally, you have the option to access them under the Finance section, where you can view both top-ups and internal transactions. On the right side, you can also see the card transactions. This section displays the last 10 card transactions from all platforms, allowing you to track recent transactions made today, yesterday, or even earlier today. Total top-ups. As you can see here, the graph displays only the top-ups. You can filter by time, such as last month, this month, the last 14 days, the last 7 days, yesterday, or today. When selecting today, the graph will display top-ups per hour. The top-up transaction box. You can press here to access the top-up transaction box, where you'll find the entire history. You also have the option to export the data to Excel. Simply press here, and it will download the Excel file directly to your computer. The same applies to internal transactions. You also have the option to export them to Excel. This allows you to stay updated on all internal transactions and track them more easily than ever before. Also, don't forget to select the Settings option and enable Two-Factor Authentication, 2FA, for enhanced security. This ensures that only you or your team will have access to the dashboard and sensitive information. Congratulations! You successfully explored the TD Solutions dashboard. Here's what you can now do with ease. Monitor real-time top-ups and spending. Allocate funds to platforms quickly. Track transactions and internal transfers. Manage accounts and ensure security with 2FA. If you have any questions, our team is always ready to assist.